壊れろ。壊れろ。もっと壊れろ。
Yūichi from Todomachi Game is a strategic genius. This is part 2 on how to think like Yūichi. Watch part 1 first and then come back for the best experience. D. Consider the individual's personalities and backgrounds. This is crucial if you want to understand group dynamics. Yūichi is aware that every person has a different belief, different values, different personalities, different communication styles that impact their game and life. To understand someone's personality, you must know how they score on each of the following 5 factors. The personality test is called the Big Five or Ocean. O stands for openness to experience, C for conscientiousness, E for extraversion, A for agreeableness, and N for neuroticism. You can score either low or high or moderate on these items. For example, 1. Extroverts may be more likely to speak up and take the lead in group discussions, while introverts might be less likely to speak up or share their ideas. The group has 3 extroverts and 2 introverts, being the quiet classes and the leader who has introverted tendencies. Yes guys, leaders can be introverted as well. It's good to have a diverse team, so this is why this team is well managed and has strong cohesion, because the team is mixed. 2. Conscientious individuals may be more likely to take responsibility for tasks and follow them through, while less conscientious individuals may be more likely to procrastinate or not complete tasks. The redhead and the ladies' man are low on conscientiousness. The leader seems very high, which explains his sense of duty and commitment and why people respect him too much. 3. Agreeable individuals may be more likely to avoid conflict and try to maintain harmony in the group, while more disagreeable individuals may be more likely to voice their opinions and argue with each other. The redhead is less agreeable than the rest. He likes to play the devil's advocate and is somewhat less sensitive to other people's feelings. We see how he treats the leader. 4. Open individuals may be more likely to be open to new ideas and perspectives. They're more likely to be less conservative, while closed individuals may be more resistant to change. The blonde guy, who is stubborn, is clearly low on openness to experience, while the redhead is very intellectual, which means he could be high on openness to experience. And people who have high openness and high conscientiousness are very successful in real life. An example of this would be like Yagami from Death Note. 5. Neurotic individuals may be more prone to anxiety and worry, which could affect the group's ability to function in high-pressure scenarios. The quiet seems the lowest on neuroticism in the group. That's why he's the voice of reason. Again, a combination of these will help you understand the people better. This will also explain how they interact with each other. For example, you see the redhead and the quiet guy are cerebral types. They are high on openness, so they enjoy each other's company more. I suspect that the ladies' man will join them from time to time, because he has some intellectual inclinations, although it leans more on pseudo-intellectual rather than intellectual. Another example would be the most extroverted ones, like the stubborn blonde and the ladies' man, like to bounce off each other and have fun. In your analysis of group dynamics, don't forget that personalities are also influenced by culture and other factors. For example, someone who's high on openness but lives in Middle East, for example, will still be less likely to be an atheist than someone with same level of openness to experience but lives in the West. Culture and value play a part. F. Find exploits in the group dynamics. After all the work is done, you will understand how to employ your intelligence to create chaos within the group. Yūichi is great at using Law 39 of power. Stir up waters to catch fish. Anger and emotion are strategically counterproductive. You must always stay calm and objective, but if you can make your enemies angry while staying calm yourself, you gain a decided advantage. Put your enemies off balance. Find the chink in their vanity through which you can rattle them and you hold the strings. Yūichi spreads chaos by exploiting feelings of resentment and envy. He uses the girl to make the stubborn blonde jealous of the other. Since he is a virgin and the other is way more experienced, it's a potential thing to exploit. Of course, being a virgin doesn't mean you are insecure about the opposite gender, but just a perceptual thing that can be exploited. A manipulator will take the chance until it proves that there is nothing there. Yūichi intentionally mistreats the girl on his team because it will trigger the blonde's sense of chivalry. He doesn't even consider that it's a plot because he is a bit naive. Yūichi is baiting him to get physical so the other team will be disqualified, or to get him to join his team to save the girl. Yūichi tries the same tactic with the group when exaggerating their over-reliance on their leader. He also used the same method in other previous games. I'll list few things to do that Yūichi and other manipulators do to stir up anger. 1. Find the person's pet peeves. 2. Find the person's area where they lack expertise. 3. Find the person's past hurts and emotional triggers. 4. If they are male, attack their manhood. If they are female, pay her no attention. 5. If they explode at you, don't react. 6. If they seek to demoralize you, rob them from victory by smiling. 7. Stir them when they are disoriented, like lacking sleep, or when they are hungry or thirsty. 8. Subtly compare them to others. Initially, I wanted to save this law for Akiyama Shinichi from Liar Game, but this law was essential to Yūichi. That's why I procrastinated on this video for so long. 3. Make a display of giving up. Another thing that he shares with Akiyama from Liar Game is seeming weak when he is strong. Yūichi had a plan in case the girl on his team betrayed him. He knew she was from the organization, and when the red-headed guy convinced the girl to betray Yūichi by promising her more fun, she gave him the location of the hider, Tenji in this case. Immediately, Yūichi did what he was expected to do, which is to crumble and lose. This was intentional. He used the first point we explained in this video, playing to people's perceptions of him in human nature, and he faked his surrender. When you seem demoralized and about to give up, most people don't question that you have an ulterior motive. There's so much to say about this, but that's another video. Just keep in mind that the display of lust should go with your profile. Someone who is super aggressive and tenacious will not fool people using this stratagem. If you are passive, seem apathetic, or even lazy, it will work. Yūichi did this and got people off his back, which gave him the chance to call and convince the other team's leader to press the quit button, or else something bad will happen to his friend. So, according to his profile, the leader being duty-oriented, being conscientious, being highly agreeable, he did just that. So Yūichi read him well. After the game ended, the leader's sacrifice didn't lose him respect with his team. This is an indication that their team is strong and cohesive. According to Takman's 5 stages of group dynamics, this group is in stage 4, performing. It's the highest and most productive form a team can be in. The phases in order are 1. Forming, 2. Storming, 3. Norming, 4. Performing, and lastly adjourning. Maybe more on this later again. I can't say everything in one video. Now that you know more about group dynamics, do you think you have what it takes to learn about the ways Johann Liebert breaks people from their human connections? If not, watch part 1 of this video if you haven't already. I'll see you there.